Hello, today we will be testing out Pangoro in the Great League. It is the best lead in the entire meta and is also very spammy and is a glass cannon. Definitely packs a punch. Alright, here we're gonna go into the first battle. Lead Pangoro into Tinkaton. This is very bad for us because because Pangoro has a double weakness to Fairy, so we're gonna safe swap into our Dusclops, launch a Shadow Punch there. Let's go do some decent damage. Opponent gonna switch out into Gastrodon. Honestly, we're still just gonna be spamming Shadow Punches. Now here I am going to call the full Earth Power. Send 2 more Shadow Punches. This will not be enough to KO, so I'm gonna snipe with Pangoro, get some energy. Tinkaton comes in, and we're just gonna shield this move and farm up to double close combats. And since the opponent only has 1 shield, we can go take the shield with the first one and kill the Tinkaton with the second. Pangoro gonna be on -4 defense, so unfortunately we cannot reach another close combat. We have to go with the Night Slash. We're gonna switch into Cloudsire here to finish off our battle. And as you can see, the Cradley's down to like half health, so we can definitely kill it with probably like an Earthquake. We're gonna switch into the Dusclops, and because it's very low, it's just gonna get one-shotted by a Bullet Seed. We did that to reset the debuff, and that's gonna be game win. Okay, so we're gonna hop into the next battle. Bad lead, Pangoro into Wheezing. Sorry if my mic's kind of bass boosted or like very loud because it's too close. Anyways, we're gonna save swap into Dusclops. Opponent gonna respond with a Dugong. We're gonna launch a bunch of Shadow Punches. We're just gonna spam those Shadow Punches because that's all we can do. Ice Punch is double resisted, which is, well, really bad, of course. I'm gonna shield this Icy Wind right here. Gonna bank the Shadow Punches, switch into Cloudsire. Opponent, I don't know why, they just respond with a Wheezing. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge bait. Opponent calls the bait. That's sad. So here we're just gonna shield again because we are really close to another Stone Edge. Unfortunately, the opponent reaches another move, but do keep in mind they are quad debuffed, so it's not gonna do a lot. And also it's double resistant sludge. So then we're gonna launch double Stone Edges onto the Dugong. Opponent's last Pokemon is a Jumpluff. We can do nothing here, but that's fine because remember we have a bunch of energy on our Dusclops, and 2 Ice Punches are definitely enough to get the knockout here and get us game win. Okay, nice. So next match, we're gonna lead a Pangoro into Talonflame. Very bad for us. Safe swap into Dusclops. Opponent responds with Bastiodon, and this is very sad because all our energy is just gonna go to waste. We can't win this matchup at all. Bastiodon is very tanky, and Shadow Punches are only 55 base power, I think. Dusclops does not hit the hardest. It's mainly bulk and spam. So unfortunately, our Dusclops is, well, basically guaranteed to go down here. We can't stop that. We can do quite some damage though. Here, Pangoro going in. Opponent responding with Talonflame. We can switch, so we will switch into the Cloudsire. Opponent launches a Brave Bird, which I called the bait, so I took a lot of damage. Here, opponent going to use another move where we can reach the Stone Edge, so we will literally just shield that move. I don't know if that was the correct decision there. Night Slash does a huge chunk of damage, but opponent going to catch the move onto a victory bell, and there's probably not much we can do here. My opponent actually responds with Bastiodon for some reason. I don't know why, but like, that's good for us because now we can actually win this game. Because Bastiodon gives us enough farm to reach the Night Slash. Yep, that was a very good game. Unfortunately, we win. Okay, next game. Pangoro into Fury Cutter. Scizor, which is interesting. Night Slash. And because my opponent's running Fury Cutter, we can technically win this matchup. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here, we're gonna go for the Night Slash. We can just spam Night Slashes here. I get the buff, but you know what? I'm just gonna let this go because I don't want to use too many shields. And besides, I can finish it off with me Dusclops, which is good because we also resist the Fury Cutters. Opponent responding with a Lapras. We're just gonna spam Shadow Punches here because Clotsire extremely weak to Lapras. So we want to get as much chip damage as possible to assist our Clotsire. Now, fortunately, our Clotsire is using Stone Edge, and here I think is a good time to switch into our Clotsire. And well, unfortunately, my opponent does reach a Sparkling Aura, and that's game. That was definitely a bad play right there. Okay, next battle. We're going against this guy, leading Pangoro into Marowak, specifically a Alolan Marowak. So this is actually really good for us, even though we're going to take a chunk of damage. We're going to take a huge chunk of damage from the Fire Spins. The Night Slashes are just going to also deal quite a lot of damage. Opponent going to save swap into Toad's Cruel. We're going to respond with our Dusclops. No shield the first move because it's probably a wrap, but it's not. It's a Seed Bomb. Okay. We're going to farm up to 1 away from the Double Ice Punch. We're going to go for the Double Ice Punch, but opponent uses their move first. They're going to launch a Seed Bomb. We're going to respond with our own Ice Punch. And fortunately, we were able to get 1 extra Hex off. And so we can use that energy, get a Shadow Punch, grab the shield, and kill with Pangoro. Here, my opponent has Lucario, and it's just game over. Pangoro's close combats are just too strong. And Lucario, very glassy. Alright, so in conclusion, Pangoro is a very good lead. Very glassy, but also very good. And so, yeah, I would recommend this, definitely. Bye.